He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have the football first. The Bulldogs pulled one out of the fire and beat Auburn in a close one the last time these two met.
Yeah, it was a really good one in the Deep South Otis Rattle. You've seen so many great games in this matchup, and that was one of them. But Georgia came away with it, and Auburn got to think about that for a whole year.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If they're going to have to find someone working into a soft...
There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Thorne. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thorne. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pulls a fire complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly out to the tight end. And, boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Ivory.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Georgia. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Thorne. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Catch in the middle. It's Chavez. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Looking deep down the right side. Makes the catch. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front? Not
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Using the quick game. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Trying to bull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yardage. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Thorne. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looking to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Dogs in the hurry up. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the calls are. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Push down for the tackle. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll go to the ground, finding open areas. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. And they're not on the same page there.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. And they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Complete to the right. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Makes the grab. It's Thorne. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Wants to throw on first down. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Hand off to the lone back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's third and short. Looking down the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Steamrolls his way ahead.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Complete to start this drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Fires to the middle. And it won't make the connection going for the big play. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. On the option. Now the pitch. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure coming. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
To the air on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, and man, they got to do something about it.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been dominated, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That last incompletion, still leaving them with a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The run from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looks as and get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Let's go!
Wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on second down. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on second down. And wings it incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. In this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The 30. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. And they turn it into a defensive score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Georgia, 63. Auburn, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Got him downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Off play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it. And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that.
Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal.
Georgia.
He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Chappelle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South.